Courage is contagious, and we hope to see it spread throughout our nation. We hope to inspire you to be 10% more courageous in your daily life. I'm so glad that you're here. Please like, share, and subscribe so you never miss an episode. I'm very excited to introduce our next guest shortly. She's a powerhouse. Hang on. Gold Care is the replacement for the current healthcare system. How does it work? First, you join our Gold Care Association, which keeps the government out of your business. Then you can schedule with a provider of your choice and meet through our proprietary telehealth platform. We work to get you well and off of prescription medication. All costs are upfront and transparent, as it should be. Do something for yourself and your family, and put a doctor in your pocket. We are ready for you. Kimberly Fletcher is the wife of a retired Air Force officer and the mother of 8 children. She is the president and founder of Moms for America and Moms for America Action. With over 20 years' experience in grassroots activism, Kimberly has grown Moms for America into a powerful platform building grassroots networks across the country. Kimberly is an author, columnist, radio host, and contributing writer with townhall.com. Kimberly has made it her personal mission to educate and inspire the women of America to realize their immeasurable worth and powerful influence in our country and culture simply by being who they are. I'm very excited to welcome to the show my dear friend, Kimberly Fletcher. I'm so pleased to welcome to the show my friend, Kimberly Fletcher, founder of Moms for America. So great to see you, Kimberly.
It's good to see you. I am thrilled to be here. This is like the only way we get to hang out together because we're traveling in all these different directions.
That's right. I've been thinking about that lately, that everyone that I want to talk to, I'm like, well, we'll just come on the podcast so that we can have a chit chat. You are somebody I always keep my eye on since we've met, because I just found you to be a very effective grassroots activist and doing things that are near and dear to my heart. I don't talk about it a lot, but I am a mom of 2. I just kind of keep that out of the public eye. But anybody who, is a working mom knows what it's like. I feel like working moms have so much potential. It's almost like this untapped resource because we have to be organized and efficient and move things along, et cetera. And so you obviously, as a mom of 8 and grandparent to many, you've always recognized the potential of moms. And then you started Moms for America. So first, will you just, educate our audience about Moms for America?
Yeah. So I started the organization because I had realized that something was not right. And my big wake-up call was 9/11. My husband was stationed at the Pentagon on 9/11, and through a series of God-given miracles, he came home safe that day. But it's the day that changed me. And I realized things aren't the way that I think they are. You're living your life, and you're taking care of your kids, and suddenly you realize they're in danger. Our freedoms are in danger. Something is not right. And so I wanted to find out what it was. Before I could even fix it, I wanted to know what is wrong. And to do that, you have to figure out, well, what was right? And so I started studying the Constitution. I read everything I could get my hands on America's history and patriots. And it just woke me up to a whole new world that I didn't even know existed. I started attending town hall meetings. I ran for school board. It was between 2001 and 2004. I really feel like I was under the tutelage of God, where he just led me in all the places where I needed to be to learn the things I needed to learn and meet the people I needed to meet to prepare to launch this organization. And so it started out where I thought, I'm just going to be the alternate voice now. We're out on the playing field. So now all the elected representatives will say, well, what do you think about this? And the media will say, well, let's get the other side. And I quickly realized that they don't care. There's an agenda. They live in bubbles. And so it was from 2004 to 2008, another big learning period, where I was able to realize that the foundation of the country is not a government, it's families. And that our individual rights come from God, not government. And that kind of all led me on a whole new path and a hunger to want to learn more and share everything I was learning with the mothers across America. And as I could see their eyes light up, I realized that they were getting the passion and the vision like I did. And so we just share all the things that excited me, all the best stories, the books, the experiences, and it gets them excited and engaged. That's the start of Moms for America, and it just grows from there.
So I was very intrigued when I met you because I saw that you were taking moms and then they were learning about the Constitution and becoming very energized and passionate about the potential that they could have to influence our nation for the better. And what has Moms for America been doing over these years, prior to the last 3 or 4 or 5 years? Like before that, you were
Yeah.
growing up with
So
moms, right?
we did. So we originally we got involved in we were in the media a lot, and I was trying to help moms realize their powerful influence. That was my, my big thing. And then we started to talk about the Constitution, Declaration of Independence to other moms, but we did it in a way that was very unique. It was 2012 where it really kind of hit a new trajectory because I learned myself the significance of mothers in preserving our culture. And just it's great quote that I say all the time. When Matthew Vassar started Vassar Women's College, he said he did so because he realized that the mothers of the country mold its citizens, determine its institutions, and shape its destiny. So I was planning on going on a destiny shaping mission. So in 2012, we were talking as a board, just three moms were leading the organization, about what can we do to take what we've learned in 5, 7, 8 years, depending on which one of it was, and putting it in the hearts of mothers in 1 year. And that seemed like a daunting task, not just so that they would know what America's about, but they would feel that passion for America and realizing that it was worth fighting for, a completely unique thing that we don't want to lose. And so we launched the cottage meeting, and it was through a lot of prayer and discussions. So the cottage meeting is like Tupperware for Liberty, and moms already know how to do it. And we've all had a home party in our home or attended one. And so you just bring your friends and your family into your home, and you lead a discussion group. And through inspiring stories, examples moms can relate to, you learn the true story of America, what our rights are, where they come from, the Constitution, in a way like you never have before. And after like 2 or 3 meetings, these moms are like, "Oh my gosh, I want to get involved." And their passion just kind of leads them to how they're going to do that. Sometimes it's starting a kids club, or they start a cottage meeting and other people's homes. They just kind of spread the word, or they run for office, or they help candidates. They get registered to vote. That's a huge thing. They just get really excited because they realize that there's hope. I mean, our past is hope, and we made mistakes. Of course, we need to learn from them, not hide from them. And so that's what we talk about in the cottage meetings. And we have the healing of America and the 5,000-year leap. We just did the naked communist. And in 2020, we put them online because we couldn't meet at home. And now, I mean, we've skyrocketed with these cottage meetings, and moms will show up at these meetings. They'll be like, I don't have time to do anything else. I don't know what a cottage meeting is. Who reads anymore? I don't have time to get involved in anything. And after the first presentation, they're like, "Oh my gosh, what should I be reading and how can I get more involved?" And after the third presentation, they're ready to get registered to vote. They want to get involved in their communities. They want to help their children learn these principles and values that they're learning. It's really, really exciting. And so they then become the activists, and everything that we do kind of spurs from that. It's like the foundation of everything we do, because if you don't know who we are as a people and what America's about, then you don't know what's worth fighting for, and you're not going to fight for it. So when 2020 came along, and we had all of these moms that were seeking for direction and information and support, we already had the infrastructure, the resources, and the team together to be able to give them what they needed. And so then, of course, they started showing up at school board meetings, and not just angry, but empowered. We've done incredible things in the last few years, but it all started with that foundation of the cottage meeting on who we are, what America stands for. When you know that, then you get excited and you realize there is hope, and you want everything to go back the way it was supposed to be and make
Right.
it better,
A
not destroy
foundation
what
of
they already
truth.
created. Right.
I've had reason recently to go back and look at some of my earlier speeches, and it's all valid. Nothing I said in the past has been contradicted in the present. And it's because if you start with truth, then it lives on in perpetuity. And I was looking at that because Fauci has been in the news a lot this week. Congress has put him in the hot seat. And I don't know if you caught this in the news, he literally admitted that the 6-foot social distancing was made up, And the 6-foot social distancing was the reason schools were closed. It was the number one reason schools were closed. He basically hemmed and hawed and said that masks, there was no real proof of masks either. And of course, many years ago, like in 21, he had to acknowledge that the shots didn't stop transmission. So you can't really mandate this thing if it doesn't stop transmission. So you look back at the words that he said, and then they age very poorly. But if you start with a foundation of truth, what you're saying, then people get really excited, really energized, and then they want to run with it. And you just want to help them run. So what is Moms for America working on these days in 2024? What are you busy doing? Having your moms
Well,
do?
it's a critical election year, and
Yeah.
we know that the mom vote is going to make the difference. Everybody keeps talking about the suburban women vote. We got to get those suburban women. Those suburban women are moms, and
Yeah.
motherhood crosses all barriers, all divides. And right now, there are some real critical issues that moms are very concerned about. This gender dysphoria nonsense. I mean. They've taken something that was extremely rare and turned it into a political agenda. And we did a survey, a text survey to moms in 7 battleground states, and we just asked one question, and we only surveyed moms who had voted for Biden in 2020 or moms who are registered as independents. And the one question that we asked them was, do you support boys playing in girls sports and sharing girls locker rooms and bathrooms? 6 to 1, the answer was no. So this is a winning issue that we have. And so we're going out and we're reaching in the Black community, in the Hispanic community, moms in the suburban communities, and we're helping them understand what is happening. Those who don't know yet, this is happening. And those who do know, what can you do about it? Well, our vote is our voice for our values. And we can roll everything back. We can put a stop sign up to everything coming our way if we vote our values. And those values are protecting our children, our freedoms, our families. And so we're heavily focused on that. Um, we have some really exciting things that are that are coming as a part of that. We did an event with Tucker Carlson in April. I'm so sorry you missed it. That was such a
Thank
good
you.
event. But he was real impressed, and he reached out to us, and he has a tour coming up, and he asked us to be a part of the tour. So we are going to be doing that, reaching more moms and communities. It's a coast to coast tour, so we'll be able to reach more moms. And I really want them to understand the powerful influence that they have in their homes and their communities and the nation. So in our 20th anniversary, which you were able to be a part of, excited about that, we had so many moms who came in person, watched online, and they could come and go. They didn't have to stay the whole time, and it was phenomenal. And people are still talking about it, not just the moms, but all the people that were involved, the sponsors and the vendors, and just the people who have heard and seen the speeches since then, because we are speaking truth and we're standing up boldly like lionesses, mama bears, well, on that truth. These are our children. They do not belong to the government. Another thing that we are working on is the 31st of August. We are partnering with over 100 parental rights groups and moms groups across the country, and we are doing a March for Kids. And that's going to be in Washington, D.C. at the Thomas Jefferson Center. Glenn Beck's a part of it. We got a great lineup of speakers, and it's just, again, all speaking truth. And, I just love that you said that, because truth is foundational, truth is unchangeable, and truth is what people are hungering for. And the more that we speak it, the less the small little group of deceivers are going to be able to push their really lying agendas. So we're really focused on the election this year. We're focused on reaching out to more moms, growing our network of moms across the country. And we've had a lot of movement in California, and people who think that California is liberal and crazy, you're wrong. That state is a whole lot more conservative and
Yeah.
family focused than you think. It's
Yeah.
just that the oppression is entrenched to the point where you have
So
to
I was,
fight
yeah,
the bullies.
I was living as you know, in California for 20 years, and I left, and I'm in Florida now, but goldcare.com, we have a ton of people from California. I mean, they're very hungry because they're very, very oppressed. You know, America's Frontline Doctors is coming out with some videos very soon on the gender dysphoria issue. And you are correct that gender dysphoria was a very rare condition. And what has happened is that rare medical condition had been distorted and twisted and latched onto by activists who intend active harm for the children. It's not a diagnosis that was supposed to be applied to children for permanent intervention. And we're going to be speaking about that a great deal. I was so happy you had done what you had done earlier this year with that. And I hope I can attend your August 31st event. So if
I would love that.
well, we have a lot to say. I'll talk to you about that offline.
Okay.
So if you're a mom and you're listening and you're kind of concerned about the state of our nation, right? I can't endorse Moms for America highly enough. It is energetic and it's passionate and it's fun and it's truth-based, and you can meet tons of people who will just energize you in your own life for the things that you care about. And like you can see from Kimberly's personality, hopefully from my personality, this is a joyful task that we engage in. It is hard work and it is a lot to do, but we do it with joy because it's worth it. America's worth it. Taking care of your children is worth it. So Kimberly Fletcher, a dynamic woman, founder of Moms for America. How can everybody find you, Kimberly? Or find
Well, you can come to our website. We keep everything there, all the social media and everything that they're still allowing us on. momsforamerica.us. And I just want to throw one more thing, a really big thing that's coming out this summer. We are finally, after 6 years of sitting on this, we are launching the Mom View. So moms will have a place where they can come and conservative women can come and see like real conversations, substantive topics, things we care about. And it's going to be on the same time that the View is on. So you can switch channels and come to the Mom View.
So if you go to momsforamerica.us, you'll be kept apprised of all these things. So we'll be able to find where that's going to be broadcast.
Yes, sign up for our newsletter, our texting, and you will get all the new exciting releases and updates, where we're going to be, what we're doing, how you can connect with us. It's all in the website. And that's one thing they have not been able to shut down yet. So that's
exactly. No, they won't. They're going to lose the battle because you know why? Because we've got truth on our side.
That's right.
So momsforamerica.us, Kimberly Fletcher, dynamic force behind that. We thank you so much for joining us today, and Godspeed with all of your endeavors.
Thank you. And you too.
Thank you so much. Thanks for joining me on the Gold Report, where we hope to inspire you to be 10% more courageous. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time.